Canelo Alvarez is a hypocrite, and in this video, we're going to break down why I say that. A while back, he did an interview talking about Mexican fighters and that he did not want to fight them because he represents Mexico and he doesn't want there to be any sort of conflict. Now, my issue with this is that he fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who is the son of, in my opinion, the greatest Mexican boxer ever. And that's saying something because Mexico has a ton of great boxing talent in its rich history in the sport. Now, that makes him a hypocrite. Yes, it does. Because he was willing to fight a Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. who was battling substance abuse in and out of the sport, not a top contender guy, not a championship level guy, but he had his father's name behind him. He had that Chavez name, the legacy of his father behind him. And make no mistake, Canelo and Canelo fans, by beating his son, that does not mean he beat his father. Do not get it twisted. He beat his son who didn't have the drive, didn't have what his father had in terms of the will to go out there and make a name for yourself. He kind of just wanted to do his own thing, which is fine. Everybody has their own path. No shade towards Chavez Jr., but we're talking the truth on this platform here, so I got to say it how it is. Now, Canelo Alvarez, when it comes to fighting David Benavidez, no. Get out of here, motherfucker. Get out of here. I support Mexico. No. Now, all of a sudden, you want to do that. Now, all of a sudden, you're Mr., oh, I won't fight another Mexican fighter. But you did before. You had no problem taking the clout off of the most famous boxer in Mexican history's son, right? You had no problem fighting his son to get the clout. But you have a problem fighting this guy who doesn't have a famous father, who is making a name for himself, who is hungry, who is determined, who is in the sport, who is going to fight you and look to win. He's not going to quit. He's not going to back down. He's going to go in there. He's not afraid of you, and he's going to try to take what you have. It's a compelling matchup. It's a fight that I believe challenges Canelo Alvarez. Same with Jaime Munguia. Same with him. That's a guy with crazy power. You saw what he did to John Ryder. When it comes to fighting these people, when it comes to fighting actual challengers who will not show up to collect the paycheck, they will not show up to not get knocked out. He fought Charlo in his last, and Charlo was talking about, oh, well, I didn't get knocked out, though. It's like, yeah, you didn't get knocked out, which is okay. Here's a participation trophy for you, I guess. But you didn't win. You know what I mean? And we could see that you stopped trying to win, so you didn't get knocked out. You get what I'm saying? We saw it around, round 6. We saw you check out. All right, I'm going to just get the check and not be embarrassed. That's what we saw. Benavidez isn't doing that, my friends. Jaime Munguia isn't doing that, my friends. These guys are dogs. These guys are animals. These guys are hungry. These guys are trying to make a name for themselves. And these guys want what Canelo Alvarez has. So to me, how are you going to sit there and talk about supporting Mexico when you're not giving the opportunity to these Mexican men to make a name for themselves and to create legacy for them and their families? Because Canelo's great. Canelo created a legacy for himself already, but now he's hoarding it. Now he's no real challengers get a shot. No, it's mine. All the gold is mine. He doesn't want to share any of the shine. He doesn't want to give people opportunities that he's been given. Floyd gave him an opportunity many years ago. I just think if you're going to come out and talk like that, you have to actually mean it. It's just very coincidental. It's very convenient that after you beat the most famous Mexican boxer of all time's son, Now all of a sudden you don't want to fight Mexican fighters no more. All of a sudden, when there just so happens to be, David Benavidez over here, Munguia over here, so on and so forth. That's my take on the situation. Those are the fights that I want to see. And it's not because I hate Canelo. I like Canelo, believe it or not. I've rooted for Canelo. But the problem is people become fans and people become fanatics and people get crazy and they get obsessive and they start to hero worship and they start to put people on these pedestals that they don't deserve to be on. You're not supposed to really pedestalize humans like that, And nothing Canelo can do is wrong in their eyes. But it's like, no, in my eyes, like, I have to point that out. I have to be able to say, no, that was some BS. That was some BS. Yeah, I didn't think he beat Triple G in the first fight, and I don't think it should have been a draw. You know what I mean? I thought he clearly lost that fight. Like, he's lucky they gave him a draw. You know what I mean? Wasn't even close to a draw. People forget that, though. People just move on with things. But you have to call it out when it happens, and you have to call it as you see it. A lie unchecked becomes the truth, and yeah, that's what I'm standing on. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is Canelo Alvarez a hypocrite? Or is he just, David Benavidez got to earn it? I think he did earn it. He fucking beat Caleb Plant, bro, But hey, you tell me in the comment section below. Agree, disagree. It does not matter. Just join the discussion and please follow for more. Thank you. You are appreciated.